Both of these gentlemen are combat veterans. Operationally, neither one of them are technically special operations. And that's an important distinction, okay? Because then it drives the tactical perspective. What might they be doing? How might they be dealing with this? What are their courses of action? On a tactical level, Decker tried to be a ranger. So he went to jump school, paratrooper school, and he went to Ranger Battalion and he actually deployed to Afghanistan. So he's got the combat experience, but he did not get a Ranger tab. And the reason that's significant because that says something went wrong. Somebody somewhere along the line decided, okay, he's not quite right to be a Ranger. Then it looks like he went into the National Guard. He went to a first level of military education. And it wasn't an infantry school. He was with communications and civil affairs type of school, which says, okay, he clearly did not go the tactical route of remaining an infantry guy. All right. So putting that in perspective, what that means is very rarely do they allow a ranger who is not ranger qualified to go to SEER school or our special operations school. So that tells me a little bit of the limitations on his military survival background. Let's pivot very quickly over to Brown. So, same thing. He served strategically in combat. Operationally, he was an armor crewman. Technically, that counts as a combat arms, but it's a very different thing when you're in an armored vehicle versus when you're in the ground, facing the enemy directly, right? And he served in Iraq. Then he gets out, and both men also, after they did their active duty tours, went into the National Guard. So they kept some semblance of their military training. But again, being an armor crew guy, he would not have had any real survival experience other than the little bit of training you get informally before you make a deployment. All right. And that's not anything significant. Okay. When you're talking about SEER, survival, escape, resistance, and evasion, they're taught how to live off the land first and foremost, and then how to try to survive while they're being hunted. Significant caveat, right? So neither of these guys have that. First and foremost, they're going to be out there beating the brush with their feet, right? Boots on ground. Secondly, they're probably going to have dogs. So they're going to be looking for scent and trail. And they're using aviation assets, both helicopters and I imagine drones. Recently, they just found the helmet of some guy that was lost like 8 years ago, and so by using drones, they found his helmet, and then they were able to find his body. Also, for anybody going out there, you got to stay alert, looking around. Hey, is there a trail going into the bush here that doesn't look right and it doesn't look like a game trail? Hey, is there any kind of litter here? Hey, is there a human scat, without toilet paper or something like that? Anything like that, being aware, going out there and being ready, being prepared for that. I mean, if these guys are desperate, then they might just rob people. They might want somebody for a hostage. So people, I would recommend stay out of those areas. If they go, bring some protection with them and be ready, and make sure whatever they do, they have their comms ready, their phone, their satellite phone, whatever, or their little spot so they can say, hey, I'm in trouble, send help, right? Anything like that if they must go out there. So protection, awareness, and communication for anybody that's going out there. But for the police, the extra danger is if they start to get close. Both of them are military and they do have some skills in ambushing. I think with the Decker situation, he'll probably be very skilled at basic infantry tactics, and that would be a higher risk than, say, the armor guy that Brown is.